Alright, I think we're good to go. Hello everyone and welcome to the 13th round of the penultimate round of the F1 Series Championship here on Trinity Competitive Racing. I'm K1997, your commentator for this race once again, and this time we are racing at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache for the Brazilian Grand Prix, one of the most loved and most iconic racetracks on the Formula One calendar. Has been home to the Brazilian Grand Prix, or as it's styled now, the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, since 1972. The track is one of the shorter tracks. It's a 2.6 mile racetrack consisting of 15 turns and 2 DRS zones. One that leads down the main straightaway towards the center S of turns 1 and 2, and then the back straightaway at the exit of Curva de Sol turn 3 leading up to Descia de Lago turn number 4. It's a very tight and technical track as well in some aspects, mainly the middle sector, considering that it has a little bit of elevation change. But of course, it's a track that definitely provides quite a bit of overtaking and close competitive racing as well. It's also the same story for qualifying, which we hope we will get as well. But it is also a possibility here in Interlagos that we can see some rainfall come down as well. Oh, no. Knowing that we are in South America, but we'll see how the race will unfold here for this evening. Now, before we go focusing to qualifying, just some news to go through. First off, there's no steward reports from last week at Japan, so everything stands as it is. In the Drivers' Championship, it's still a fight for the top spot, but it's pretty much right now looking like it could be B-Tom that could claim it here tonight. He's leading 301 points, with 301 points, sorry, followed by Remsley in second on 246. So it's a 55-point gap between those two. Basically, if Remsley were to win, if Remsley were to keep the championship hopes alive, he basically just needs to win the race, or pretty much finish somewhere in the top 2. And hope for B-Tom not to score any points whatsoever to keep his championship hopes alive. If that doesn't happen, then B-Tom will become the F1 Series champion. In third is GTR Line with 181, followed by Camden and fourth on 127, and Sir Charles on 101, rounding off the top 5. Alpine are leading with 427 points. Mercedes are in second with 345. Alpine, though, do have a chance of clinching. Oh, there's a Sauber off into the to the grass. I don't know, it's Camden trying to get out of the way of Sir Charles. Anyway, Alpine, though. Oh, sorry. Alpine have a chance of have a chance of clinching the Constructors' Championship tonight if they were just to outscore Mercedes, or Mercedes doesn't outscore them by not very much. But third is Sauber 133, Haas in fourth on 101. So that's a fight still going on for third, and then RB rounds off the top 5 with 62 points. As B. Thomas just put the first time on the board for himself with a 107.6. Sir Charles did a lap before that with a 107.8, as we saw just a bit ago. Only 11 drivers for tonight. At least we got a little bit more compared to what we've had for the last few weeks. I will give it that, so that's great to see. Kluka does a 108.3, goes into third on the board. Some drivers I haven't seen before. Oh yes, and that's a new thing. A little smoke that you see there. So, Codemasters did a recent update on Monday. Oh, then that's the Mercedes there. Beats them. Trying to get by. Anyway, basically the update has kind of screwed up the smoke when you lock up, or if you go off into onto like the runoff area, so whatever. it's definitely more visible, and it's also impossible to see. So if you're on if you're on console, I know you can't turn it off because it's hard for you to do that. So if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, it's hard for you to do that. PC, you can turn it off, of course, because they have that sort of advantage. But yeah, basically you're gonna be dealing with that sort of smoke screen, and it's thick. It's like proper smoke this time. That's been one of the big problems I've been seeing in the recent F1 games since F1 22, if I recall. We've had these smoke screen problems, and it still continues. And well, not continues. It's just got even worse. Anyway, this is a goatee. He's in the Sauber. Ooh, has a bit of a twitch as he locks up going into turn 8. R13 up towards DEBRIEF. That's turn 10. Getting a little lock up, but he actually got through the corner okay. But a bit of a wiggle at the exit. Around Magulio, turn 11, into June Sao. That corner there, June Sao, dictates pretty much your run up to the main straight. You get it right, you can have a decent lap coming your way. If you get it wrong, well, obviously, well, you got it wrong. It won't be the best of laps. Goatee crossing the line. Well, sort of 107.8. He sets a pretty good time there. I think for his, I'm not sure if this is his debut or not, because I don't think I've ever seen him before. But anyway, still a good lap, a 107.828. He's just about 200ths off of Sir Charles. But beats on right now 2/10 clear, or nearly 2/10 clear of Sir Charles as we speak. Giggle, good to see him back as well in the Scarlet Ferrari. Been a long time since I've seen him. I love how even when the car's on low fuel mode, it sounds like the car's like blasting by the camera. Always great. Anyway, he's going back into the pits, obviously, because he needs to refuel his car. Deathstroke is coming in as well. Kuka on an out lap in the Williams. See what he'll be up to here. As B-Tom's about to come in as well. He was low on fuel. He was probably doing another lap and, well, probably had to bail. Deathstroke has left the session. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. Oh! And Kluka gets a bit of a lock up there. That's because he was trying to give Dorian Alpha a bit of space. Anyway, we'll run along with Kluka then and see what he can do. The clouds are dissipating a little bit. Sun's breaking through. So it definitely will be a dry session for qualifying. I'm not sure what it'll be for the race, but we'll see. Anyway, down the main straightaway, DRS wide open, 198 miles an hour as he enters into the first corner of the center S. Through turn 2 into turn 3, using all the curbs. There, 2 and 3. Use the overtake button, turn it back off, and then put it back on the hot lap. End of the first sector, he's up by nearly 0.2 of a second. Down to 4th gear through Descia de Largo, and then turn 5. Another quick left-hander up the hill towards turn 6 and 7, down to 6th gear. Bit of a tricky complex it can be sometimes. You can lose the back end if you're not careful. Well, speaking of which, round turn 9, a Ferrarino up towards Pico Zapato, turn 10. Hard on the brakes down to 3rd. Keep the car on the inside. Bit of a tricky traction zone. Got to be careful on the exit. He does just fine there. Up towards June Sao. 4th gear. Well, of course, that corner dictates your run down the main straightaway. And let's see what kind of lap he can put up. 107.6 is the time for Bo. Kluka will do a 108.1. He does improve, but not enough to gain a position. He'll stay in 4th for now. Alright, let's see here. Sir Charles about to start another lap. B-Tom. We'll get going very shortly. Let's see what Sir Charles can do in the Haas. Turn 1 into the center S. Keeping into 3rd, down to 4, or up to 4th, sorry. Around turns 2 and 3. Round cover to Sol turn, goodness me. Round cover to Sol turn 3, up towards turn 4. Tecita Del Lago, down by nearly half a tenth to the first sector alone. Up towards Ferradura, turn 6 and 7, down to 6th gear. Keeping the car pinned as well to the apex as best he can. A little bit of lockups there, a little bit of trails of smoke. And then around turn 9. Up towards Pico de Pato. I thought for a minute I could not hear any audio from the car. And of course the audio that they use in this game is from real life broadcast audio. But sometimes it's a bit misleading in some aspects. There's more smoke there because he was on the dirty part of the track. Up towards the line comes Sir Charles. He does not improve. He did have the purple final sector though. So he did look like he was good on the lap, but unfortunately just couldn't find any improvement. B-Tom though was up by 10.5, and I think he might have backed out based off of how he was going through the middle sector. Not to mention as well, there was a Red Bull there. I don't know if maybe Deathstroke may have impeded or whatever the case may be. He's starting awfully close to start his lap as well. Alright, through turn 1 and turn 2 goes the championship leader. Ground cover to Sol, heading up towards turn 4. Again, gosh, that is so bad, that pixelated dust or whatever the hell that is. He's up by 1/10.5 as B-Tom through the first sector alone. Up the hill to Ferradura, turns 6 and 7. Lift off a little bit down to 6th gear, and then back down the gears again to 3rd. Heading through turn 8 up towards turn 9. Another bit of tricky traction areas, of course, with these little elevation changes in the middle sector. Down to 3rd gear again. Using a little bit of overtake, but keeping a hot lap. Clock says for B-Tom, he's up by 2/10, locks up a bit. Oh, but has a massive snap at the exit of June South. That definitely will cost him a little bit of time. But how much time will it cost him? Up towards the line he comes. It's going to be a 107.4. So he lost a 10th from that little mistake. And because of that, that is so bad. So if you go to the dirty part of the track, you can at least see it. Goodness me. Remsley goes up to the top now with a 107.4 as well. But he's now 9 thousandths ahead of B-Tom. Or actually, no, 11 thousandths ahead of B-Tom. I might add. Hey. Wow, my math is really off. It's 8 thousandths, KD. Goodness me. And Goatee is following one of the Red Bulls, and that is Deathstroke. That is in front of him. Well, that's not going to be fun for his lap, considering that his lap is definitely going to get impeded. I think the best thing you could do is just start start again, just start further away from him. Yeah, there you go. Now he's backed out. Not to mention his lap also was invalidated as well for Deathstroke. I guess I wouldn't say Goatee would be too impressed with all that. We have about 4.5 minutes left in qualifying. Deathstroke has a grid penalty as well, for good measure. A 5-place penalty. Really? He was off the racing line. He wasn't even like, he didn't even have the salver directly behind. But yet somehow he gets a penalty. Okay. Although he may have impeded him, I'm not entirely sure. Well, actually no, he did kind of did a little bit of impeding. Remsley down by 0.2 of a second. He's definitely not going to improve, I would say. He probably will have to go again. See how Goatee is faring here. Into the middle sector he comes. Oh, he's up by 2.5 tenths. Purple. Oh, he's made a mistake. Big mistake there. Using way too much of the inside curve there at June South. That definitely will cost him time too. And yeah, he knows that. He's going back into the pits. Yeah, he is not very happy with that mistake. Alright, here comes Kluka. He's currently in 5th, looking to try to improve on his lap. Not on this occasion, it seems. He's down by nearly 2/10. And yeah, he's definitely backed out for a good reason as well. So he'll have to try again. Charge up the battery and, of course, yeah, go for another push lap. We got about 3 minutes left in this quali session here at Interlagos. TCR Lion currently 6th fastest with a 108.4. Camden doing a little bit of rallycross or something. Or lawn mowing, rather. Very interesting how he did that. Well, his tires are going to be completely dirty for doing that. I'm not even sure if that's even legal to do that. Alright, well, since Kluka's going to go for another run, let's see what he can do. He's only got 60% battery. He's used up quite a bit in that main straight. He needs to be careful how he uses it throughout the lap. He gets through turns 1, 2, and 3 very good, I say. Keeps the car well to the inside of turn 3. He has found time, though. Found about nearly 60 thousandths to the first. Heading up towards turn 6 and 7. B-Tom's about to start another lap as well right behind Lion. Let's see what you're up to the first. Down by nearly 4/10. He's going to have to try again. I think he'll definitely have enough time to go for another run. Camden getting out of the way of some cars. Good job for not getting into the racing line. Kluka to the middle sector. He's down, but he has found, I think he's found a bit of time if I'm not mistaken. But he's definitely going to lose time in the final sector considering he has no battery. And, well, that's it for qualifying then for Kluka. Best he can hope for is 5th. Goatee about to start a lap right now. B-Tom up by 28 thousandths. This, I think, will be his only run that he'll do as he'll cross the start-finish line. Is this going to be good enough? Yes, it is! He found time in that final sector that when he made that mistake at June South. He's improved to a 107.3. Meanwhile, Remsley coming up to the first sector split, up by 25 thousandths of a second. Sir Charles, heading through Maguglia. Let's see what he's got here. Does he have time? Yes, he does. He's found about 53 thousandths. But it's definitely not going to be enough, though, to gain a position. Goatee down by 2/10. He's definitely not going to improve. But will he have enough time to maybe go for another lap? I don't... Oh, it's going to be very close. For sure for him. And yeah, he's just made across the line to start another lap. And that's the checker flag now being waved. Line up by 84 thousandths, but that's definitely not going to be enough to gain a position. Camden, I don't know what his middle sector was. I wasn't there enough to get his time. Giggle up by 60 thousandths. Lion's about to cross the line. Stays in 6th with a 108.3. Camden about to cross the line. Goes 108.4 track. And how did that not invalidate his lap? And I think Remsley's just improved as well. He missed out by 63 thousandths to beat Tom. And I think Goatee's going to be down significantly, and he is. So that's a qualifying, and it is, well, to no one's surprise, it's B-Tom on pole. And once again, it's B-Tom and Remsley locking out the front row. Yeah, there is your 11 cars for the grid. Beatom, Remsley, Sir Charles, Goatee, Kluka, GTR Line, Camden, Giggle, Job, and Dorian Alpha, but Deathstroke though will have to start from 11th because of his grid penalty for illegal blocking against Goatee. Even though that's not going to make any difference whatsoever. Alright, here we go. Well, looks like we've got some dry conditions, but a little bit of clouds in the horizon. I should look and see if there was a weather report from Camden. Yep, dry all the way, and yeah, I was informed of that. Yeah, no, the race doesn't have formation lap this time about. I'm guessing they might have screwed something up and whatever even more. I would not be surprised if they somehow screwed it all up. Because, yeah, this game is quite amazing. Nothing much going on in the chat-wise. Let's wait for everyone to get their setups adjusted, maybe get some strategy. So get whatever strategies they need to get to lock up, and we should get going shortly. Alright, looks like we're all good to go then. 5 red lights. And we are underway for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Looks like a good start from B-Tom. Oh my goodness me! A big spin into the wall. That's Kluka! Into the pit wall! My goodness! He went to a massive spin there, spun the tires up, and just went straight up into the wall. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. What on earth happened there to Kluka? Anyway, he drops down to 11th, obviously. B-Tom, though, keeps the lead. Remsley in second. Goatee moves up to... well, everyone behind... that was behind Kluka, obviously, moves up a position. Goodness me. Tires, let's see, everyone's on. Mediums for almost everybody except for Job and Dorian Alpha. They're on the softs. That is honestly one of the funniest starts I think I've ever seen. Kluka literally just crashed into the pit wall, just spinning the rear tires. Oh, speaking of which, Camden nearly does the same at the exit of June South. But we're about to end the first lap, and it's B-Tom that leads by 3.5 tenths, but DRS is going to be enabled, and we are going to have some massive DRS trains coming our way. Yeah, because this is also a short lap. Very easy for everyone to get DRS, of course. And there you go, Remsley already about to attack with DRS into turn 4. Gets around the outside of the championship leader. Goes onto the curve, may have had the car over the curve there slightly. Oh, it's still side by side, but I think Remsley... Oh, there's contact! Vitom runs straight into the back of the Alpine. And like that, he also loses a spot there to Goatee in the Sauber. There's trails of smoke coming right behind the cars as well. From everyone that's locking up. DTR line, though, needs to get a move on, though. Hard tires on for Kluka. I think he comes out to the pits, but yeah, he got... Well, obviously he got damaged for his little spin into the pit wall. Something like I said, never seen before. Oh, here comes Goatee. He'll take the lead away from Remsley, and Vitom follows suit. He'll take the lead into turn 1. Vitom takes second. Remsley down to third as we make our way around Curva de Sol and into Descida del Lago of turn 4. DRS wide open, but not close enough for this occasion. Goatee also trying to charge the battery just a little bit there. I think Vitom may have been doing the same thing. Around Ferradura. Ooh, that's lag. That's a little bit of lag there from Vitom. It's literally a top 7 at the moment that are in a DRS train. From Goatee all the way down to Camden. So essentially a Sauber sandwich. The Saubers are the bread and everyone else is the filling. Alright, down the main straight we go, and DRS again will be enabled for everyone that's behind Goatee. Here comes Vitom to the inside. He should be able to take the lead back, and he... Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he would have, but no, he decides to back off into turn 1. Maybe he just didn't have a good enough run to get into turn 1 for a move, but I think he'll do it this time at turn 4. He's got overtake on, flips to the inside. He'll take the inside line into turn 4. Oh, that's tight there between the Mercedes and the Sauber, and he takes the lead back. Goatee just right behind. Remsley just sitting there watching the show. Nothing much he can really do with him being in the middle of this train. Mainly the ones that can really do anything is GTR Line and Sir Charles, because they're literally the middle of this whole train. And Giggle and Camden, of course. Alright, round Gene Sally. Yeah, this is the closest I've ever seen I've seen the racing been in this entire series, I feel. But I mean, that's what I kind of expect with Interlagos. Oh, here comes Remsley. Outside move. He'll definitely try to take 2 positions. Oh, it's gonna get close. Around the outside, he'll take the inside line into turn 2. He takes the lead back. So he might be under threat here from the 2 cars behind. His DRS is enabled for Vitom and for the Sauber of Goatee. Goatee decides he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. I mean, technically, for his sake, it was kind of boxed in, so he had not really much room to go to. Remsley to the outside of Ferradura. That's going to be very close, especially with how big these cars are. You can't do anything there. Oh, they're still wheel to wheel as they make their way through Fiorino up towards Pico de Pato. Lock up there from the Alpine. Stays behind the Mercedes. Good wheel-to-wheel action, though, from both drivers, for sure. That's the beauty of Interlagos right there. Just very close competitive racing. But then the annoyance of the DRS trains that you get here at Interlagos is a thing as well. Vitom... Oh, sorry, no, Remsley takes the inside line. Big lock up. Oh, that's close there. There was side-by-side action as well further back. That was between Giggle and Lion in for 5th position. Both cars have DRS, so is Camden behind them as well. But I think GTR's got the better run. He gets through. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, I believe for Deathstroke in the Red Bull, who may have had a bit of a spin. Yeah, these guys do not want to battle too hard. They don't want to lose this DRS train. Because, of course, DRS in this game is quite OP. It is quite OP. So yeah, your best thing to do is just try to stick with the DRS train as best you can. And try to see if you can get a big undercut or whatever the case may be. And all the top 7 drivers are on the medium, so they are obviously on the same sort of strategy. There's more lag there. B-Tom coming to the inside once again and takes the lead back. Through turn 1, turn 2 through the center S into cover to Sol, turn 3. Ramsey though will have DRS to counter that. But decides he doesn't want to do anything. I'll give you an idea of what the battery is like. Ramsey's at 66, B-Tom's at 52. Goatee's about the same as B-Tom. So Charles, same story, about the same as Goatee and B-Tom. GTL Line though is the worst out of the top 5, as he's actually broken away a little bit from Giggle. He's at 38%. Giggle's at 70%. You might want to turn the battery back on to hot lap if he wants to get closer. He might have had it on none for a little bit. Maybe that's why he lost a little bit of time. Really does make a bit of a difference. But unfortunately, yeah, Giggle and Camden have lost out to the DRS train. So now it's just 5 cars in the DRS train. And Remsley goes for the move into turn 1. To the shock of literally no one, he takes the lead. Let us B-Tom fight back into turn 4. Got the overtake on. Decides to turn off the battery just so he can save a little bit of energy. Turns it back on the medium as well. Seems like Lyons also lost it out to the top 4 as well. Because he was within this train. I'm gonna guess he made a mistake somewhere, because he wasn't that far off. He must have made a mistake somewhere at turn 2. I'm gonna guess, or somewhere at the center S. So now it's 4 cars. Well, unless GTR Line can get back in DRS touch. He needs to be under a second in order to get DRS. I don't think he's gonna get it. No, he's not. Well, that's unfortunate for him. Here comes B-Tom, inside move into turn 1. Oh, big lockup. He gets the job done. But yeah, because of how the DRS is so OP and because of it being enabled after the first lap, just makes it's just so hard to break away if you got good pace. Like, I'll hold that thought for a moment. Giggle to the dirty part of the track goes off. The Tower of Camden goes through. But yeah, that's the thing about this game, is that because there's no skill gap because of the DRS trains being so monotonous, basically, it kind of like breaks the whole point of it being skill in this game. Yeah, because of how the FIA enabled DRS after the first lap, because I mean, like Remsley and B-Tom, we obviously know they have had the best pace all season. I know it would easily be these two. Maybe Goatee. He actually looks like he's been competitive. So Charles, though, is losing touch to the top 3. He definitely, I think, made a mistake. And now it's, well, that's back to 3 cars, it seems. No flags in sector 3. That is Job. That's gone off at Jun Sao. But he gets going again with minor front wing damage. Yeah, it seems like the only way you can break away from DRS is if someone makes a mistake. I know that sounds a bit cliche to say that, but it's kind of true. Because yeah, with these cars, and not to mention how powerful DRS is, which has been the last couple of games. Yeah, it just doesn't make the person that probably has the most skills. Oh, backing up there. Remsley deciding not to go for a move, stays behind B-Tom, wants to use him as a bit of a tow for DRS. He might want to be very careful though, as B-Tom covers the inside line. That's gonna, well, not allow Remsley to go through. Remsley stays behind, as Joe gets a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Giggle also too gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. We'll cut to these guys just for a little bit, see how they're faring. As you got the big plume of smoke. Yep, that's gonna be a beauty if you have no racing line. Actually, I don't think even if you just have racing line on or not, it's still a distraction. Not to mention you can't even see the corner from all that plume of smoke. It really is annoying. Alright, well here comes Remsley, inside move into the first turn, gets through into the lead. But I think B-Tom will try to counter that with DRS, of course. Goatee is just sitting behind in third, just watching these two scrap away. I think it's been a while since we've had two Saubers on the grid in this series. Same story with having a Ferrari on the grid, because I have not seen a Ferrari in this grid at all. Joe has another moment and spins, I think, there at the exit of turn 9, leading into turn 10. Alright, Ramagulio. And then up and around the hill to the main straight. What's this B-Tom got in store here? Hot lap on. Turns off the battery as well. Yeah, no shock, he doesn't go for the move. Remsley though did miss the apex a little bit, as Camden goes for the move there before turn 1, gets by Giggle. B-Tom to the inside there, he's got DRS and, well, to no surprise, he takes the lead back. It's pretty much a fight between B-Tom, Remsley and Goatee for the top 3. As of this rate though, with B-Tom still in the lead, even if Remsley were to get ahead of him right now, B-Tom will still get the championship. Yellow flags are out. That is Joe once again. He's in the wall. Exit of turn 10. He's parked the car and he's got broken front wing. I hope that does not lead into a safety car. The debris is on the grass. It should not release the safety car. He does get going again, thank goodness for that. Remsley to the inside here to turn 1. Lock up there, but gets through. Into the race lead again. Little mistake there from Goatee. There's a bit of a bother there going through the center S. A lovely little aerial shot looking down on the cars here through Interlagos. Always gotta love the camera angles that they provide here in this game. I will say they always do provide great shots. Something that Codemasters is well known for. It's one of their big specialties. Meanwhile, though, looks like Sir Charles has got line for company. He might be struggling, I think, on his rear tires. Dropping a little bit more pace, especially enough for GTL line to get. Oh, that's a bit of a lag, I think. I thought those two were coming together. Thankfully, that was not the case. B-Town takes back the race lead, but Remsley, of course, will have DRS to counter. Down this back straight towards Cita de Lago, turn 4, locks up, but can't do anything of note. Up towards turns 6 and 7. Giggle. Oh, these two have had a bit of a scrap. Well, there was slight contact, I think, between Giggle and Camden. Up and around the hill. Up towards Student South. Wonder when everyone will pit though. Who blinks first to try to go for an undercut? And that answer will be Remsley. He's gonna go and blink first. To get onto a set of hard tires to go to the end of the race from here. Sir Charles also falls suit. He has had enough of those tires. He wants to get off of them and go onto the mediums. Or get onto the hards, sorry. Remsley's gone onto the hards. There goes the Haas. He's gone to the hards. Not a surprise. He comes back out. And he will be... He'll be behind Remsley, of course. They'll be behind Giggle, who hasn't pitted yet. Charles want to get a bit of an undercut on GTR line so he can create a bit of a gap. Kaluka overtakes Deathstroke as he goes into the pit lane. Do any of these guys pit? Yes they do. Both of them actually come in. Oh, pull it up. Just about. B-Tom and Goatee come into the pit lane. GTR Line comes into the pit lane to respond to Sir Charles. Sauber comes in. Hot tires on the ready. And away he goes. Ooh, Goatee I think may have got held up a little bit there. He's definitely lost a bit of time in the pit lane from what it looks like. Now where does Remsley come out of all this? He's going to come out just behind, I believe, of the Mercedes. But also, Goatee is out of DRS range. So whatever happened in the pits has really hampered Goatee's race to catch up to the top two. Sir Charles has definitely got the undercut as well on GTR line. He's up by nearly 2 seconds to his rival. And he's definitely made that work. I'm using all the dirty part of the track. He's hugging the inside. Remsley sets the fast lap of the race and takes the lead. Made it easy for him as well, considering that he was on warmer tires compared to B-Tom, whose tires might have been slightly cold. I think that was an F1 22 tire model, otherwise it would take half a lap for him to get those tires up to temperature. That's Job in front of those two. He'll need to get out of the way. He is up. Well, Goatee is a man, but still, just let them go. Does exactly that. Goatee sets the fast lap of the race. He's trying to push as hard as he can to get DRS from the two cars in front of him. Cameron right now on the back of Giggle. It's been the story between those two for the battle for 6th place. Goatee though still not in position though to get DRS. Next to B-Tom. Oh, he's made slight contact there. That's B-Tom. Definitely was contact there between him and Remsley going into turn 8. I don't think he can go any damage. That's the fortunate thing. Well, those two don't want to play DRS chicken. They don't want to get Goatee into the mix. But Goatee's got to hope that happens. Yeah, he is pushing hard. He's pushing very hard to catch up to those two. His DRS is now enabled for B-Tom. He takes the fast lap of the race with a 109.5 and the race lead. Talbot trying everything he can to keep up, but he is not close enough to do anything to get DRS as Remsley gets through with DRS into turn 4. Go for anything this time. Goatee's still not within DRS. He's pushing very, very hard to do anything he can to get DRS, but he just can't do much with the fact that those two have just exchanging DRS. Up towards turn 4, not close enough. Turn 6 and turn 7. Joe gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Around due south, up the hill. Got DRS, but he won't be close enough to do anything on this occasion. Nah, nothing doing there for B-Tom. Out of turn 1, turn 2, into turn 3. On lap 22 of 36. Still got a bit of ways to go in this race. Around the second sector we go. B-Tom's still hanging there. I'll be honest though, I don't think he really wants to do much of anything. I mean, B-Tom doesn't have to do anything crazy for his sake. As long as he keeps the position he's at, he'll definitely secure the championship. All he has to do really is just finish. And he's got it. Turn 2, turn 3, back straight away with DRS open. 1.7 seconds, the margin. Yeah, it won't be close enough. Luca is DNF'd. He is done. It seems he is retired from the race. Definitely called him a night. Here comes our first retirement of the race. The cars make their way through turns 1 and 2. Love how that blinking caution graphic is still a thing in this game. Has not been fixed since this game was launched, which was about oh goodness, how long are we into this cycle now? About 5 months. Yeah, I love how that's still a thing. Or was it 4.5 months? I think it's 4.5 months. Kluka's done. As you can clearly see, left the session. A lot of tire tread I've seen on that curb there at turn 8. Let's have a look what's going on elsewhere. Giggle's about 1 second behind Camden. Camden with a massive lockup going into turn 8. Ferrari just tried everything he can to hold on. I think Camden might have the slightly better advantage. Not to mention as well, Camden doesn't have a penalty and Giggle does have a penalty to his name. That's the ghost at Aston Martin there, Joey and Alpha trying to get out to the way. On a little bit of a wiggle there, costing him a little bit of time, but I don't think that'll affect him too much. I think it looks like B-Tom maybe just be happy where he is. Staying where he's at. Definitely will secure the championship. Alpine, of course, will secure the Constructors' Championship definitely at the end of this race. As long as both cars really finish. Now we cross the line, we'll have 10 more laps to go of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Yeah, elsewhere though, it doesn't seem like there's nothing much happening as far as everything else is concerned. Everyone's sort of spread out in a sense, apart from the top two. To the surprise of Quite literally nobody, because that's how it's been literally all season long. But Beaton, though, definitely has been the better of the two. And will soon claim another championship. I think this would be his 6th championship in TCR as he has another snap. Really good time right now to throw it away, Beaton. Turn 6 and 7. 8 more laps left into the, or 9 more laps into the race. Sorry, 9 more laps left. Alright, 8 more laps left now. Lap 29 of 36. So far, we only had one retirement in this race, and that was from Fluka, who retired in the pits. After he pretty much had a race to forget. Literally at the start, where he spun his tires at the start of the race and crashed into the pit walls. The crash like I said, I've never seen before in my time of league racing, both as a driver or as a commentator. I've never seen anything like that. Now towards turn 1. And of course, not much going on with that. Don't flip that. Now towards turn 4. DL flags. Giggles had a bit of a moment, it looks like, and he has. Spun into the grass at the exit. Oh, he's gone for another spin. Because he gets a 3-second penalty. Hope he'll get going again. Having a couple of little lazy spins. Down the main straight we go, on to lap 31 of 36 here in Brazil. 6 more laps remaining. Giggle goes into the pits just to get onto a set of soft tires, go for the fastest lap. I think so far it's pretty much up from Giggle, all the cars that have been lapped. Giggle, Dorian Alpha, Deathstroke, and Job. Everyone else, though, has not been lapped. Also, you did see earlier, Goatee did get a penalty for multiple warnings, so that pretty much just put the nail in the coffin there for any hope for Goatee to possibly get a win, but I think that's kind of been submitted a little bit, considering that B-Tom has just been DRSing Ramsley for a little while, and we've got more yellow flags. And it's Job once again, this time at the exit of turn 9. He's gone off. 5 laps remaining here. Be a matter of time before we can crown a champion soon, that being the man on your screen. We'll start lap 33. Yeah, these two have been the class of the field, but yeah, B-Tom has just been the better of the two. As it stands right now, he will claim the Drivers' Championship if it stands like this, and Alpine will claim the Constructors' Championship. Job, another penalty for corner cutting this time. Around turn 1, up towards turn 2, into turn 3. Once again, DRS will be open. 3 more laps remaining in this race. A matter of time before we get this race finished here. Giggle 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. 2 more laps remain. Lap 35 of 36. A little bit of a lockup there from Ramsley. These two have not broken away whatsoever from each other. Pretty much for a while, everyone broke away slowly, bit by bit, until it got down to these two. Pretty much. One more time around and we will start the final lap of this Brazilian Grand Prix. looks like B-Tom goes for the move here. He'll take the race lead away from Remsley. Oh, but woo-hoo. That was that was a wee bit close. Oh, the wheels were banging wheels as they head up the hill through turn 6 and 7. Goodness me. And that was a bit of lag there from B-Tom. Holy moly, that was close. Might come down to the line here. If Remsley can still keep within touching distance, he might be able to get B-Tom. He needs a good run on June Stow. I think B-Tom might just have enough. We'll wait and see. DRS will be enabled for the Alpine. Does he get close enough to the line? No, he does not. B-Tom will win the Brazilian Grand Prix and take home the F1 Series Championship. Congratulations to B-Tom. Remsley will take home P2. Goatee, good effort, P3. So Charles P4. GTR Line will finish in 5th, not 3rd this time, like we've seen consistently in the races so far for him. Camden will finish in 6th, Giggle 7th, Dorian Alpha 8th, Deathstroke 9th, and Job will round out the 10. And that is the end of that. Yeah, but B-Tom takes another victory. And not only that, Glet claims the Drivers' Championship, and Alpine also get the Constructors' Championship with the consistency of Remsley and GTR Lion. Alright, so here we are then, the unofficial results then of this Brazilian Grand Prix. B-Tom wins, followed by Remsley in 2nd, Goatee in 3rd. Then Sir Charles, GTR Lion, Camden, Giggle, Dorian Alpha, Deathstroke, Job, and Kruger, the only DNF in the race. Get out of that, we'll, I guess, head over to the podium interviews, I suppose. Alright. Let's see if we can get them in here. And then after that, I think we'll have one more race. Thank goodness for that. Alright. Yeah, because I'm literally about done with this game. To put in strong opinions. But yeah, let me go ahead and get into the comms don't join chat, and then we'll get another Interview underway. I know I didn't do it last week because I had family business, but I'm here for this occasion. No, change that to speaker. There we go. Alright, let's see if they all want to join real quick. I'll flick them in invite. Oh, it's Goatly. I just realized it's Goatly, not Goatee. I thought it was a Goatee. I just noticed the owl in the Discord. Oops. My bad, Goatly. If you do watch Beth the stream, um, I thought it was Goatee, not Goatly. Let's see interviews. Let's see what they want to say. Otherwise, I could probably. Oh, alright, B-Tom's gonna join. Alright, and wait for. Oh, never mind, he's already here. Alright, cool. Alright, hey B-Tom, can you hear me real quickly?
Yep, I can hear you.
Alright, cool. Well, congratulations on your Drivers' Championship in the F1 series. I think this is what, your 6th overall in this series, right? If I'm not mistaken? Because I know you've won, like, what, 5 Platinum classes, and now this is, like, your first, well, titled F1 series.
So 11, 13 through 16, and now season 18.
Ah, okay. Rightio. Jeez, that's quite a bit. But yeah, why don't we talk through your race a little bit? Qualifying, you qualified on pole. Was a close one overall between you and Remsley. Well, once again, and same story in the race. But you did have some company for quite some time before it broke off to being just you two again.
Yeah, it was a close quali and close race. I didn't really practice at all going into this one. So I wasn't really expecting much, especially since Brazil isn't really my best track on this game. But I managed to get pole, barely. Pretty much all the time I found in my last run was through the final corner. I kept on screwing that up. Pretty much anytime I tried to push through there and keep up the minimum speed through the corner, the rear would just break loose and I'd get a terrible exit. So I had to go quite slow on the entry and mid corner to not have the rear snap on me so I could get a decent exit. So yeah, I think that made the difference. I had a feeling he was running lower wings in the quali already because he was really quick in sector 1 and really quick in sector 3. A little bit slower in sector 2. And I think you could kind of see that in the race. I just had to burn through a lot more battery to make overtakes on him than I think he did with me. So I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to continue like fighting it lap on lap with him because in that situation I'll always end up having more battery just because he's got a bit more straight line speed. But yeah, I did try to fake like going into the pits to try and make him go for the undercut just because I wanted slightly fresher tires at the end. I'm not sure if he was planning on pitting that lap anyways or if it worked, but yeah, after that I overcut by a lap, came out in front. He overtook me with, DRS, and then I charged up the battery and tried to go for the fastest lap. Obviously got taken away from me on the last lap. So I think I would have gotten it. It's just I got kind of held up behind Remsley in sector 2 when I was going for it. Probably lost like 2-3 tenths there. But yeah, after that, I was just trying to save my tires and wait pretty much up until the last lap. Because I knew how I wanted to get past him, but I didn't want to show my hand. So I didn't even want to rehearse the overtake. I was just like, either I'm getting past the way I did, or it's not happening. Just because had he been the car in front, going onto the back straight, then I don't think I would have overtaken him. And had I overtaken him into turn 1, I think he would have gotten me into turn 4. So I had to be really close through turn 2 and 3 to make something work in turn 4. And thankfully it worked out. I ended up having more battery than he did at the end of the lap. And I got to do that exit out of the final corner, so that was pretty much GG. But it wasn't easy by any means, and it never really is racing with Rimsley. So enjoyed battling with him all season. He's been making me sweat. So, yeah.
Were you a little bit worried about Goatee for any brief period in the race? Because I know he was another close challenger to you guys before the pit stops happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he lost the second. That kind of put him out of DRS range, but I think if not for that, he for sure would have been in contention. Similar to Remsley, he had quite good straight line speed, so it would have been pretty much impossible to break away. I do think he was a shade slower than Remsley and myself, but considering how long the DRS zones are, I think he still would have been able to fight for the win. So I don't know. Maybe it was something that happened in the pits or something like that. I think he was right behind me on the pit entry, so maybe it was something on pit exit. But the opportunity to fight for the win with myself and Remsley, but he was saying in the chat earlier that he ended up accidentally running the wrong setup, so that's really impressive pace for him, considering the circumstances.
Jeez, yeah, that's something else then. Well, since you pretty much got the championship all wrapped up, do you think you'll race to the final race at Qatar, or you think you're just gonna take the race off?
I'll do the final race. Might as well. And I think back in season 11, I broke the record for most wins in a season. And then Assassin took it off me next season. So it's
yeah, that's a name I haven't heard for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember how quick he was.
Yeah, he for sure could have extended the record but pretty much as soon as he wrapped up the championship and broke my record, he dipped out. So I won 8 and then I think he won 9 and then he left. But now I think I've won 10 races this season, so I've taken it back, but I'll try and make it 11. So hopefully it's a while before that record gets broken again.
Well, hopefully for your sake that you get that, but other than that, congratulations though on your win and your championship, of course.
Yep, thank you very much.
Of course. And yeah, I think that'll do it because there's no one in the interviews. So yeah, I guess I'll wrap it all up. But yeah, that's pretty much it then here at Interlagos. Congratulations, of course, to B-Tom, and congratulations to Alpine on the Constructors' Championship as well. They, of course, have sealed that. So pretty much everything is all sealed up for the championship. It's just now fighting for pride at Qatar. How that will go. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm K1997. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week at the Lusail International Circuit for the Qatar Grand Prix. And take care and good